The best thing you can get feedback-wise from a song is just that someone like connects to it.
Yeah, they relate.
Rather than saying that you've like written a nice bit of music, if they feel it, then that's the whole point.
So, can you please tell us your name and your part of the band?
I'm Creeke. I'm the drummer of Creeke.
I am Killian O'Kane and I play bass for the band.
My name is Ryan and I play lead guitar.
So, how did you end up forming the band?
Well, me and Billy were obviously best friends at the time and we always played music in his shed. And then we thought about trying to get a band together, but we didn't really know anyone else that could play. And then we knew Hugh for about 2 years before we even knew he played drums, and he said he'd play drums, so then we got him in. And then we've been through like 3 bassists, kind of 4, and we're just friends with them all, and they all said they'd come in.
The music's sort of like a mix between soft and hard rock, I guess, and then everyone in the band's just really nice and friendly, like it's just a good group of mates playing music together.
What's been your favourite gig so far and why?
Chaplin's one like a couple months ago, that was sick.
Definitely the Chaplin's one.
Favourite gig was one I was not actually playing in, and it would be the gig at Chaplin's. It was the gig before I joined the band, and it was really good just because the place was filled with like all of our mates. Just really good energy, really lively as well, so it was pretty good mosh pits. I actually got kicked out for stage diving, so that was not good.
When did you find your first love for music?
Probably I'd say like year 10, when I probably got into like band music and stuff. Because before I used to listen to like a lot of like American rap and just like mainstream music, and now I started listening to like 90s rock and like Britpop and stuff like that. And like it started when I started playing the drums more. I got like an ear for it, and I was like, oh yeah, I prefer this now. Because like, I could try and learn stuff about it, and like by just me listening to it and stuff. My
dad got me American Idiot by Green Day, and we used to have a speaker in this room, and I used to come in from school and whack it on every day.
Well, when I was a kid, my dad listened to a lot of rock and stuff like that, hence the records up here. And I guess that I just sort of followed that way.
Go on then.
Right. Our sessions basically, like, first half hour consists of just nothing and just setting up, and Hugh just bashing the drums. And then there's probably a total time of another half an hour with the whole session of everyone just playing random shit, and then it's just, you just can't hear anything. And then we have about an hour of actual productive like, stuff. Alright. Oh, wait, it's cool. Formed it. Hello?
If you could come and get me if I pay for his petrol.
I do?
Yeah, I could come get you.
I'm going to be hella late.
Where are you?
I'm in my house.
Oh, you're in your house. You never left your house. All right, yeah, I can come get you. It's cool.
Alright, cheers, Rob. I love you.
Good afternoon.
I set you up with a mic.
Why would you do that?
Oh fuck! Got my ear things again. Yes, how about it? Fuck you.
Right, presets are going to be so good.
We know a bass, but you need to watch up your fucking face now.
It's not the shit, it's not the one. Nah, it's what's wrong with this whole drum kit?
Mate, someone's actually super good.
I can't do this either. I don't.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
So we might stay a little. Everyone's in after us. Does anyone want to stay a little bit longer? Half an hour?
Yeah, I'd say half an hour.
Half full? Yeah, half full.
Aha.
Actually, yeah. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
I know I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the memories they fade.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
So, why rock music?
It's better than any other music.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Alright.
Billy, what do you think is better than rock music?
I mean, rock music is what we play because it's what we grew up on musically, and it's how we started. So it would be an odd thing not to play.
Yeah, it's quite an inclusive medium to get the message across. Like, you get the crowd involved as well, so like you get them all moshing, and yeah, it's nice.
Tell us a story about how the band was formed.
We were just discussing that earlier.
Those two are like the fully original two there. Those two came up with the first idea of it, and then they asked me.
We were friends with Hugh for like a few years, and then didn't realise he played drums. And then we found out, and then Hugh then turned it down.
Yeah.
He said he didn't want to be part of the band, and then he came back after about, I don't know, half a year or something. So he was like, you know what, I do want to do that. So then yeah, that's where we got us three from.
I hopped in the mix. Yeah, they went through a couple of bassists who left for various reasons, and then asked me, and I was like, yeah, why not? It's good laugh playing live music. So.
Why have you gone through so many bassists?
Because bassists are difficult to work with.
What about me? I'm pretty easygoing.
You are pretty easygoing. But it's hard to find someone that wants to play bass. Basically, bassists are rare. They're a hard thing to come by, so they get snapped up.
Yeah.
So an unattached bassist is incredibly hard to find,
And
especially one that fits.
Initially, I didn't actually want to play the bass because I play guitar. I was like, I'm not playing bass. But then, when you actually do start playing bass and you get into it, you're like, this is like it becomes a different instrument. You don't think of it as like an extension of the guitar. Like just because it's got less strings, it doesn't mean it's simple or boring. Like it becomes something different when you start taking the bass lines and molding them into a new thing.
How did you come up with the band name?
I actually do remember this.
I bet you don't.
Nah, I do.
But
It was you. You phoned me. And I think you were with him, and you were like, "Oh yeah, what about this band name? Something Creek." And I was like, "Can't we just call it Creek?"
I remember we were on the bus. This was like 3-4 months of trying to find a name, and we just got pissed off. So we just like literally looked at everything we passed, like shop names and signposts and everything. Just, like read them out until we found one that sounded good. And then we passed Christopher Creek, the Weatherspoons, and then you mixed it with something. We took Creek, and then you mixed it with another word of something. I think. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that
no,
would
because
line
I
up
remember there was 2 words, and then like
What was the other one?
I don't know what the other one was,
I
but
can't remember what it was.
I want to say like Indiana Creek or something, but it just wouldn't be that.
And then he went home and researched Christopher Creek, and happened that he like started Charminster, and I mean we're from Charminster, so it's a big meaning behind that as well.
I've interviewed these 3 guys already, but they said that Circus was their favourite song. How did you come up with like upbeat song like this?
I don't like Circus that much because I got into singing and like writing my own songs from very heavy like 90s rock influences. So it's sort of like an homage to that, and it's just like a straight up and down rock song about fucking dirty 90s rock and roll. So it's not actually a very personal song.
Yeah, that was one of our first songs that we had like a year of just practicing, doing like changing stuff, and I guess that song changed quite a bit.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed actually, like coming into the band later, is like how much these 3 sort of like they'll make something and then just keep on changing it as time goes on to try and perfect it.
Yeah.
So like you might think that that's the song finished, and then it will carry on. Like next time you go, they're like, we thought of something different. Like let's try this, and then it will just keep on going.
Is there anything that like you tried to add to it since you've joined the band? The bass line and stuff?
Well, not necessarily like add, just sort of like change. So like as I got to know the bass line more, just like messing around with it, coming off like the root notes and yeah.
Your new song recently, they got a lot of positive feedback, Better Days. Can you tell us the story behind that?
That is a very personal song, but I think songs work better when they're more universal. So you can just sort of read into it whatever you want. But I wrote that in Singapore, I think, about 3 years ago. But I didn't have an instrument, so I just had a voice memo on my phone of like trying to keep this song alive in my head for a month until I got home. So you get quite close to the songs as you sort of live with them. So I've always liked that because I had that like month without an instrument just to change like lyrics and vocalize and stuff. And it started off as this sort of just pure acoustic, like it's basically a folk song. And we didn't know what we were going to record when we booked the studio time for it, because we just went, let's get 8 hours.
Yeah.
And then whatever we feel in, we write and we record. And Hugh didn't even know we were recording it, like,
Yeah.
2 days
I knew it was literally like they told me a week before. Oh yeah, we're gonna record this song, and they just sent me it. And
You hadn't
they're
even
like,
heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like,
Brand
learn
new.
it. I was like, what the fuck? But like, it was alright because it wasn't like for drums anyway. It wasn't too hard. It was
even
like,
up until that point, it was like we still wasn't sure if it was going to be acoustic or like we have we use like GarageBand to just sort of add stuff on top.
GarageBand.
So we just like add in loads of parts, like we added in string sections and everything just to see, and then I think we just ended up preferring to do that if we had the studio time rather than the acoustic versions.
Your next gig is on the 21st of December, isn't it?
Yeah.
it
So
is-
is there anything big planned for that? Are you trying to get as
Oh,
many
yes.
people as possible?
The
Yeah.
punk version of
Ryan
Jingle
will
Bell.
probably fuck off before then. So
Yeah, I'm not going to be
it's
here
gone.
for about 5 months.
Which is a
So,
good thing, because I think you're holding us back.
Yeah.
Better
Oh, yeah,
come
so
back.
Rob's
bigger.
going to be there, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
so
on
we're
the
going
band
to
practice.
replace him with
Yeah.
our ex-bassist.
before Killian joined the band, he was like your hype man during the gigs and stuff like
Hype
that.
man,
I was
yeah.
wondering, do you miss Killian being your hype man? Like, has it died down a
He's
little bit?
He
still
still
is
is
the
a
hype
hype man,
man.
mate. He still is.
He's got all wrong.
There's actually talk of the bass coming off halfway through the show and maybe a bit of skirt in the crowd. you
Yeah,
know.
mate.
In your dress?
Unreleased stuff here. Yeah, exclusive, mate. Exclusive,
stuff.
yeah.
Developing off that question, what should we expect to come next from Creeke?
Good shit.